can't even remember the last time I've been out at Glasshouse, to be honest, in the N70. It's been years, I reckon. Every time I've come out here recently, I've just taken the LN because it's easier. It's sort of built for the tracks, but yeah, drop these tyres down to about 16, have a bit of a muck around. Might tackle Little Red, have a poke around there, and then do a bit of a section of the power lines, just have a bit of a play and see how the big rig goes off-road again. It's been a while since it's done anything hard, so yeah, bit of a poke around. So I had all these great intentions of using this new little toy I bought the other day. Bought one of these little DJI drones. Got a little bit of footage and then ended up trying to park it into a tree and killed it. Broke some blades and then like bent the top sensor, and then now the gimbal's all floppy and won't work. So that was good. About 40 minutes run time and I killed it, but anyway, I'll get that one fixed. So today, we're using this thing and the phone, and then yeah, a bit of a muck around. It's gonna be scary wheeling with the big canopy again. Just thought I'd pull up here. Whew, look at the flex on it. Big Super Tourer. Top of Big Red. Look at the view. That's sick. Camera doesn't do it justice, but pretty cool little part of the world out here at Glassy. Just pulled up at Little Red. A little Luxy CV, I think. Tells a good story. Pretty funny, like everything I drive now in the N70, you look at hills with fear, or in the LN you go, oh yeah, just drive up that, you know, easy. Everything looks a little bit different when you got a canopy in IFS, that's for sure. But anyway, have a bit of a nudge up here and see what we end up with, eh? You don't realise how big these holes are until you're standing in them. Check this shit out. It's up there. This bit's pretty straightforward. You just straddle it, really. Drive up there. The next section's a bit more difficult if you're sort of really going to get one go at that one. But let's see if I can make a meal of it, eh? There you go, sick, Little Red done. Big bloody Super Tourer, nailed it. There you go, 2.8 tonne of, whoa, supercharged Hilux, up Little Red. It's pretty good actually. Didn't really struggle except for this little section. I buggered up and nearly stalled here, just because I didn't want to smash the mirror, but yeah, that's sick. God, it's so much harder wheeling in that ute than it is the LN, that's for sure. So I was gonna have a little stab at bonus here, but I got scared. I reckon I can see exactly what's going to happen here. Big rig will just belly out. There'll be a slider there, chassis rail there, wheel, stuck. Winch off tree. I'm really tired of walking up and down this hill once, so on to the next one. heard a bit of a crunch when I came down here. Back to breaking taillights again. I haven't broken a taillight bloody in this thing forever. Whoops. Nice little rocky section up here. We'll see how it goes. Tell you what though, not having reductions sucks. I was like, oh, these trees are pretty tight, you know, like just bounced the canopy off that one, kept cruising through. I was like, oh, damn, felt like I got the rear corner, but there's no bark there. That's a bit weird. Whoops. Pro tip, do not use your rooftop tent as a slider. Do not recommend. Oh, could that be two? Whoops. Oh. Well, there you go. Big Luxy made it. A little bit of a touch up on the front bar there through the rock section. Wrecked me rooftop tent, tie down rack thing. Surprised I haven't done that sooner actually, but I haven't really been wheeling this car much. Just been doing the toury stuff and then busted a tail light. So, anyway, that's what you get. Oh, well, that was good fun. I haven't wheeled this thing in ages. It's a lot scarier to wheel than the LN, that's for sure. Like the LN, you just put it in first, second, and just idle up stuff. You don't even really have to think about picking lines much until you do the really hairy stuff. But this, however, geez, picking wheels and stalling out, and yeah, it's definitely a handful to wheel in comparison, that's for sure. Big IFS rig compared to a little single cab Flexi LN with reduction gears, big difference. So I mainly done this just to see what it was like with the supercharger, whether it made any difference sort of with the low down torque and the crawling. To be fair, I didn't really notice much of a difference. I know the clutch feels a lot better. I went with an NPC clutch instead of the factory Hilux one. Apparently it's out of a Mustang, and it just seemed to bite really well and didn't get sort of heat soak like the original clutch in it that I had was some Exceedy heavy duty. And I found if I was sort of loading it up on rocks, it would get a bit of a sticky point where it just wouldn't grab and bite. But this clutch felt great, felt nice and controlled the whole time, didn't get hot. To be honest, I didn't really have to ride it because it just sort of crawled through most of it. But yeah, pretty happy with it. Supercharger didn't make it any more stally or anything. It just seemed to plod along and do its thing. Didn't really notice any power difference until you really start to get into it. But on a track like that, I reckon if I put my foot down, metal shavings would fly everywhere.